Hi everyone, it's Moonglow here, and today I'm going to talk about why it's so hard, or why some folks don't watch your films. Now, you know that everyone puts a lot of time into their films, and I know there are going to be folks out there that say, "Oh, you don't put any time to your films. You only film." Well, think about it. If you're filming from your web shooter from your Reckoner or your web shooter from your FarWise speaker, that's time that is going by. That's time that you don't have now. So time is still going, even if you're working. So there's time right now that we're making this film, time that we can't get back. So yeah, we put in time if it's only to make a film. Time to either get the film uploaded to Euro, there's time. Now you put in the time, or we put in the time, and then we don't get the looking and the watching we think we should get. Now we're not looking to get the most watched film out there, because who knows what the most watched film, short, live stream, or podcast is. But we do think we should get some looking. And it's kind of sad when you make a film like this one and you only get 28 folks to watch. And you're thinking to yourself, well, that's all right. At least 28 folks took the time to watch your film. And you're thinking, well, what do you have to do to get all the other folks to watch your film? And for all you know, those 28 folks who watched your film could be your followers. They could not be your followers. You don't know. You have no way to know. And you're going to hear a lot of folks bullshit and say, oh, you need to make films that folks want to see. How do you know what folks want to see? Do you go around and ask all them? Do you go on your followership board and say, hey, what films do you want to see? I guess you could do that. But then again, your followership doesn't know what they want to see. What they want to see shifts from day to day. So you have no way, unless you can read someone's mind, which no one in this world can do, there's no way to know what your followership wants. And my followership doesn't know what they want either. All right? Folks will say, oh, you need to come up with a good name for your film or some good likeness for your film. Well, let's say you do come up with a good name. We come up with a good name for our film, and we come up with a good likeness for our film. That still doesn't work sometimes. And someone might say, oh, well, it has to do with the lighting. Well, right now, it's bright enough that we don't need to have any lights on. So brighting has already been taken care of. But let's say we do make our film brighter or darker. That wasn't going to help us either. Then they'll say, oh, well, you're not uploading at the good times to do it. There are sundry time zones all over the world. So there is no way to know when it's a good time or not a good time to upload a film or a live stream or a short or a podcast or whatever. So this whole good time, bad time thing doesn't work for anyone. Someone will say, oh, well, folks don't watch your films because they don't like dolls. Well, maybe there are some folks that don't like dolls. That can't be helped. Oh, you don't skim your films. You see, that's another thing. There are these folks out there who think that the only grounds to why some folks like me and others don't get a lot of watching is because, oh, we're not skimming our films. We're not making our films brighter. We're not making them darker. We don't got this cool beginning sheet or cool ending sheet to our film. Oh, we're not putting in songs. We don't have all this shit going on. Would say we did do all that. They still would not watch. So, yeah. And if there are folks out there who only watch films that have been skimmed, how would they know if a film's been skimmed or not if they don't watch it? I do not know. All I know is we make films. Dwayne makes films for himself. And if anyone likes those films, that is great. That's wonderful. Someone will say, oh, if you make films for yourself, you're selfish. No, you're not. You're not selfish. All right? You want to know what selfish is? Selfish is when you don't want, you know what selfish is? Whatever it is, it's not that. So don't have folks tell you that if you only make films for yourself, you're being selfish, because you're not. All the films that Dwayne has made, either on Sailor Moon for Life, Mike Keepers for Life, Jordan Long's show, Rainbow Bright for Life, TWF Wrestling, Xena Melinda Pappas, all of them are made for, he made them for himself. And some folks liked them and some folks didn't. Some folks will say, oh, you're a bad filmmaker. That's a belief. Some will say, oh, well, it's how you're shooting your film. It's what you're talking about. It's going back to that same thing about, oh, you should make films that folks want to see. Then again, how do you know what folks want to see? My followership doesn't know what they want to see. They don't ask me. They don't say, hey, I don't go around and ask them what they want to see, and they don't ask me what they want to see. So, knock it off. So whatever the grounds is, it is what it is. And I'm happy with the looking I get. I'm happy with the thumbs up I get. I'm happy with what folks write on my films, either they be films, live streams, or shorts. I am happy for anyone who did take the time to watch my film. And if that's either 10 or 28 or 100, I don't care. I'm not picky. As long as my films get watched, I don't care. Need be I don't make the sim. Need be making films with dolls. Don't. A lot of folks, that's a shift off for some folks. Oh well, that can't be helped. Maybe some folks in the Rainbow Bright followership don't like Dwayne's take on Rainbow Bright. Too bad. If that is true, then they need to get over themselves and stop the gatekeeping if they are gatekeeping. So whatever the grounds is, it is hard to get folks to watch your films. And don't buy into any of the bullshit that folks say about, I know what's ill in your fairway, because they do not. And they'll make sundry films and live streams and shorts and podcasts saying, this is how you're doing it. You're doing it the wrong way. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. All right? And I don't care. I like my films the way they are. I like making them this way. And if some folks like them, that's great. If some folks don't like them, oh well, that's how life goes, I guess. All right, I'm Moonglow. I'll see you all later.